So I thought, like, he gave orders, of course, for his guys to discipline me, which means that they gave me a good beating. And they smashed my nose and they gave me a beating all over my body. I still have some problem here because I have a swollen part here. Ever since then, that means something that I don't know. And it was kind of very heavy, but I didn't feel the pain at the time because when they started with smashing my nose, I kind of was stunned. I only have small memories of just being surrounded by 4 big guys, you know, working on me. Then I was taken to custody 3 days later after being in very harsh conditions at the time. Now things can get much worse. Now things are much worse for people that get arrested. But at that time, we were held in 300 people in a ward of central security, staying on the floor with no access to toilets, so people had to use the floor that we sleep on. And it was, whole thing was very, very bad, but now it's even worse. Now there is actually a lot of torture involved, not justice. And then I was interrogated to actually learn that I was a wanted man already starting from the early afternoon on January 25th. There was an arrest order made for me, accusing me of being the mastermind of a plan to overthrow the regime, to attack police officers and other officials of the state, to sabotage and put fire on private and public property, and things like this. Of course, I denied all charges, and it was very surprising that I got out January 28th, the Friday of Anger, the first Friday of Anger. I went out very surprised. I had no money because I lost my wallet. My nose was smashed, not put together. My face is bloody, everything is bloody. And I don't know what to do. I was even released from a police station in an area I've never been to in my life, called the Darb al-Ahmar. And I had to walk home. So I'm trying to go home. It wasn't difficult to avoid people because there was hardly any people in the street. I wanted to avoid them because I looked very dirty and suspicious. But there was also military everywhere, so I had to avoid that. After a long walk that finally got me to my area, I tried to go to hospital to fix my nose. I was very concerned with this nose thing. I didn't want, my nose to be. So, doctor, like, my nose is smashed and I need help, and that was this hospital is called the Sahel Hospital. It's the second biggest hospital in Cairo. It's the second biggest educational hospital in Cairo, and they are supposed to have stuff. So I went there, like, doing this. The doctors told me, look, the country is in chaos. Nothing is in place. We have nothing to help you with. We are sorry. You're kidding me. I have to put my nose together, And no, but seriously, we have nothing. Like, the country is in ruins now. And we don't know what to do even here. So finally, one of them, he gave me an address of a place to go and get a support for my nose where I went. Begged them to give me this because I had no money. So finally I got it. I went back to hospital. And finally, another doctor agreed to do this for me, so he did it manually with no anesthesia, which was very kind of disturbing. Lots of sounds and lots of pain. Oh. But I think he did a good job. And so I went home, and I thought I would try to look for news on the internet. I had no television, so I tried to use internet, and there was no internet. Oh my God, they even targeted my own internet? I didn't know it was all over the country, guys. And I was very tired, so I just slept in my dirty clothes. And the next early morning I woke up, so I showered, I put on other clothes, and I went back to Tahrir. When I arrived there in the early morning, lots of cars were still on fire, lots of buildings were still on fire. The stench of the tear gas was very strong in the air. And lots of blood in many places. And it was after the defeat of the security forces. The security forces was totally defeated after a fierce battle. Even some military troops that joined the security they were defeated, I already saw 3 military armored vehicles that were on fire.